The HP Spectre 14T, ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED, ASUS ROG Flow X13, Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360, and Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 are the most popular touchscreen laptops of 2024. But which is the absolute best? We are going to compare them to each other and score them in various categories, with some categories holding more weight than others. In the end, we'll decide which is the best one based on the final score, and we will declare the absolute winner. Let's dive in. First, we are going to compare them on the display quality category, which has a multiplier of 2. Let's start with the HP Spectre 14T. I was impressed by its 14-inch OLED display with a 8K resolution and a dynamic refresh rate of 48 to 120 Hz, offering vibrant colors and smooth visuals. However, the brightness could be better, maxing out at 400 nits for standard content and 500 nits for HDR, which might struggle in bright outdoor settings. I give it 8 out of 10. Moving on to the ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED, I found its 14.5-inch 8K OLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate to be a real treat for the eyes, delivering stunning colors and deep blacks. The only downside I noticed was its average brightness of 360 nits, which could be a bit limiting in very bright environments. It scores 8.5 out of 10. Next up is the ASUS ROG Flow X13. I was blown away by its 13.4-inch QHD plus IPS panel with a 165 Hz refresh rate, offering sharp visuals and smooth gameplay. The Pantone validation and 100% DCI-P3 color coverage are great for content creators, but I wish it had an OLED option for even deeper blacks. It gets 8 out of 10. The Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 really impressed me with its 16-inch AMOLED display, boasting a 8K resolution and a dynamic 120 Hz refresh rate. The colors are vibrant, and the 120% coverage of DCI-P3 color space is excellent for creative work, though I found the default 60 Hz setting a bit disappointing. I rate it 9 out of 10. Finally, we have the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8. Its 14-inch IPS display with a 1920 by 1200 resolution is decent for productivity, with good color accuracy and brightness. However, compared to the OLED offerings from competitors, it feels a bit lackluster in terms of contrast and vibrancy. It scores 7 out of 10. The Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 takes the crown in this category with its stunning 16-inch AMOLED display, scoring 9 points for its excellent color reproduction and high refresh rate, making it a versatile choice for both work and entertainment. Next, we are going to compare them on the battery life category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. Let's start with the HP Spectre 14T 2024 X360. This laptop impresses with its extraordinary battery life, lasting nearly 12 hours in PC Mark X's Modern Office battery test at 50% brightness. However, in real-world usage with higher brightness, it averages around 7.5 hours, which is still solid for a premium Ultrabook. I give it 8 out of 10 for battery life. Moving on to the ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED, it delivers a respectable 10 hours of battery life in our WLAN test, which is impressive considering its high-end Intel Core i9 processor and OLED display. On the downside, it doesn't quite match up to some competitors without OLED screens. I rate it 7 out of 10 for battery performance. The ASUS ROG Flow X13 surprises with its battery life for a gaming laptop, but it's still not exceptional. In my testing, it lasted about 1 hour and 20 minutes, while gaming at high settings, though it can stretch to around 7 hours for more sedate tasks. Considering its powerful components in a small chassis, I give it 6 out of 10 for battery life. Samsung's Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 is a standout in the Windows laptop arena when it comes to battery life. Despite its average size 76 watt-hour battery, it manages to deliver an impressive 15 hours of usage, rivaling even some MacBooks. This longevity makes it a reliable companion for a full day's work and beyond. I rate it 9 out of 10 for battery life. Finally, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 proves to be a battery champion. It lasted for 14 hours and 17 minutes on our automated battery test, which is exceptional for a business convertible. In my real-world usage, I consistently got around 10 hours of battery life with processor-intensive tasks. I give it a solid 9 out of 10 for battery performance. The Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 takes the crown in this category with its impressive 15-hour battery life, scoring 9 points and offering the best balance of performance and endurance for most users. Next, we are going to compare them on the processor and performance category, which has a multiplier of 2. Starting with the HP Spectre 14T, I was impressed by its Intel Core Ultra 7 155H processor, which handled everyday tasks and demanding apps like Photoshop with ease. However, I noticed it didn't quite match up to some competitors in benchmark tests, scoring lower in Geekbench 5 single-core performance. I give it 8 out of 10 for performance. Moving on to the ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED, I found its 13th Gen Intel Core i7-13700H CPU to be a powerhouse, outperforming the Spectre and Geekbench 5 tests. The laptop handled multitasking like a champ, but I did notice it got a bit warm during extended use. I rate it 8.5 out of 10 for performance. The ASUS ROG Flow X13 really surprised me, with its AMD Ryzen 9 6900HS processor, which scored impressively in Cinebench R23 tests. While it excelled in CPU-intensive tasks, I found the gaming performance a bit lacking due to its lower-powered RTX 3050 Ti GPU. I give it 8 out of 10 for overall performance. Next up, the Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 with its Intel Core Ultra 7 155H processor handled everyday tasks admirably. I was able to multitask efficiently, but I did notice the base getting warm during extended use, which could be a concern for lap use. I rate it 7.5 out of 10 for performance. Lastly, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 left me a bit underwhelmed with its Intel Core i7-1355U CPU. While it handled office productivity tasks well, I found it lagging behind competitors in benchmark tests and more demanding workloads. I give it 7 out of 10 for performance. The ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED takes the crown in this category with its powerful 13th Gen Intel Core i7 processor, scoring 8.5 points for its excellent multitasking capabilities and strong benchmark performance. Next, we are going to compare them on the build quality and design category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. Starting with the HP Spectre 14T, I was impressed by its sleek aluminum chassis that exudes sophistication. The 360-degree hinge feels smooth and stable, allowing for versatile use. Though at 12.35 by 8.68 by 0.67 inches, it's not the most compact option. I'd give it 8 out of 10 for build quality and design. Moving on to the ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED, I found its all-aluminum build to be high quality, with minimal flexing in the keyboard deck or chassis. The design is attractive, though not as striking as some competitors, and at 3.44 pounds, it's a bit heavier than I'd like for a 14-inch laptop. I rate it 7 out of 10 for this category. The ASUS ROG Flow X13 surprised me with its sleek, stealthy design and robust magnesium alloy chassis. The 360-degree hinge works smoothly, and at just 1.3 kilograms, it's impressively light for a gaming-capable machine. However, the gamer aesthetic might not appeal to everyone. I give it an 8 out of 10 for build and design. Samsung's Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 features a premium all-metal build that feels sturdy and luxurious. The 360-degree hinge is well-engineered, though at 12.8 millimeters thick and 1.6 kilograms, it's slightly bulkier than some ultra-portables. Overall, I rate it 9 out of 10 for its excellent build quality and refined design. Finally, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 impressed me with its classic ThinkPad durability and sleek aluminum chassis. The 360-degree hinge feels robust, and at just 3.04 pounds, it's surprisingly light for a 14-inch convertible. However, the design might feel a bit dated to some users. I give it a solid 9 out of 10 for build quality and design. The Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 and Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 tie as winners in this category, both scoring 9 points for their exceptional build quality and refined designs that strike a great balance between durability and portability. Finally, we are going to compare them on the touchscreen responsiveness category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. Starting with the HP Spectre 14T, I found its touchscreen to be highly responsive and accurate, making it a joy to use for both productivity and creative tasks. However, I noticed some slight input lag when using the included stylus for precise drawing. 8 out of 10. Moving on to the ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED. Its touchscreen impressed me with its smooth operation and quick response times, especially when scrolling through web pages or documents. On the downside, palm rejection could be better when using the device in tablet mode. 7 out of 10. The ASUS ROG Flow X13 surprised me with its excellent touchscreen performance, offering precise input and smooth pen tracking for gaming and creative applications. My only gripe was that the screen felt a bit too small for comfortable touch navigation in some instances. 8 out of 10. The Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 truly shines in this category, with its S Pen offering an incredibly natural writing and drawing experience that rivals dedicated tablets. The large touchscreen area also makes gesture controls a breeze, though I did notice occasional phantom touches near the edges. 9 out of 10. Lastly, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 delivers outstanding touchscreen responsiveness, with virtually no input lag and excellent palm rejection when using the built-in stylus. The only minor issue I encountered was slightly reduced sensitivity at the very corners of the display. 9 out of 10. The Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 and Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 tie for the top spot in touchscreen responsiveness, both scoring 9 points thanks to their exceptional pen input and overall touch accuracy. The results of our comparison show each product shines in its own way, but the Samsung Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 stands out with its total score of 49.5. It truly excels with its impressive 16-inch AMOLED display, scoring high in display quality. The battery life is simply unmatched, with a whopping 15 hours runtime. Even when it comes to processor and performance, build quality and design, and touchscreen responsiveness, the Galaxy Book4 Pro 360 holds its ground. The S Pen further enhances the overall touchscreen experience, making this machine an absolute joy to use. Samsung has really set a high bar here for a two-in-one laptop. As for the other products, each has its own strengths and weaknesses. The ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED impresses with a powerful 13th Gen Intel Core i7 processor that ensures smooth multitasking and a high-quality OLED display, whereas the HP Spectre 14T 2024 X360 excels at battery life. Likewise, the ASUS ROG Flow X13, with its AMD Ryzen 9 6900HS processor, delivers superior gaming performance for an ultra-portable laptop. Last but not least, Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 8 stands out with its exceptional build quality and touchscreen responsiveness. In conclusion, they are all excellent laptops, but depending on your specific requirements and preferences, one might be better tailored towards your needs than others.